plastic is everywhere. We cannot do without plastic. All our food, everything that we need comes with a little bit of plastic. Even if you order anything online, there is plastic, and it's part of our daily lives now. And with more number of people using plastic, there's more plastic that is being created, and that cannot be ignored as a fact. And there needs to be something done about the situation, because it's just going about everywhere. It's in the food, it's in the waters, and we need to take some sort of measures and steps to reduce or replace or find some alternate solution, because it's a problem facing everyone right now. I've been in Goa for the past 6 or 7 months, and the first time I seen the way our garbage is treated in the colony itself, I was really very surprised, because what they were doing was they were taking the trash and they were digging pits in and around this area. Now this is a housing society, and the garbage used to be put in the pits, plastic, organics, everything. And sometimes it also used to be burnt. So the fumes of those plastics used to be in the air, lingering in the air for a very long time. And the clean air, the clean Goa air, with all these trees and all this, it used to not feel nice. So that was really surprising to see. Like, most people in Goa do that. They, burn the plastic, burn the leaves, because there is no one coming to collect the trash, or there's no segregation as such. But now in the society, they have been segregating their waste. At least that's what the instructions have gone out to do. So plastic is separate. All the inorganic waste is to be given separately, and the organic waste goes into like a composting pit. But that also needs a lot of like maintenance and work. So I'm not really sure if it's consistently done, but there is a talk about it. There is some action in that direction. But there still needs to be more like involvement. When I was thinking about it, the immediate thing that came to mind was segregation, because if there's organic foods, organics need to go back into the soil, because they will be decomposed by the insects, and they'll go back into the earth, and that's the life cycle of anything that's plant waste, animal waste. It all gets decomposed by insects, and they become part of the soil, and that's a cycle of life. Now if we don't allow that to happen, because already we have taken already we are separate from the life in the jungle. We are living in the concrete jungle. If a monkey peels off a banana and throws it anywhere, it's not a big problem, because there are organics to decompose it in the jungle, and that's a solution for it. But we are not in the jungle. If we leave the banana on a concrete floor, it's not going to decompose that quick enough. as much as it would uh, in the jungle, in the forest, where there's mud and there's soil. So since we've taken up the responsibility of of keeping the banana in the house, eating it, we also need to take up the thing of putting it back into the soil, and that's one effort that needs to be made in that direction. And it's the same with the other waste, because plastic is not really natural. It's like no animal digs up for plastic. It's something that's come out of human genius actually, or the human inquisitiveness, or whatever you call it, intelligence, to use oil and dig up oil from the earth, or whatever, for all our needs. So since there is that thing of taking it, it needs to be treated also in that manner. Is to reduce the use of plastic on a personal level, and because when you go to the market, when you go to buy things, there's so much of every day, on a daily basis, every day or every few days you go to buy groceries. So that's one way you can reduce your plastic use. Stop buying those plastic bags which are being sold. A couple of days ago, I don't know if it's true, it was a Facebook post about in Telangana, if you bring them a bag of plastic, they'll give you a bag of rice. So it's 1 kg plastic for 1 kg rice. And that's one way of incentivizing or reducing plastic use, or being, because nobody would like to do anything without nobody would like to put effort into something without gaining anything. So I mean, it's really very smart for them to use it that way, where you get a bag of rice for the plastic that you give back. And incentivizing is one way of banning plastic is really not the answer. It's just how to live with plastic, because it's not a realistic thing to do, to ban it altogether with immediate effect per se, but learning to live with it and reducing it, because it's all just ending up in the sea, or it's just ending up all around us, and it's not decomposing. It's just there for so many years, and God knows what happens with it.